much just does that help open up the offense and make you guys kind of click the way you're supposed to?
It feels good, but like I said, I feel like it starts with us getting to the paint. Obviously, when Debo's in the game, he's getting into the post. They have to help. Domas getting downhill or being in the post, and they have to double or help. And then me being able to get downhill, Calif getting downhill. I think that opened up a lot of open looks, and I think that's why we shot a better percentage from three. So I think it kind of starts there.
DeAaron, this is another win against a really good team. This twice in 4 days you guys beat the Suns. Just where do you guys feel like the Western Conference is with all of these teams bunched up right around each other?
I mean, obviously they had some guys out, so you kind of look at them like, we have to win this game. But I mean, you pretty much go into every single game like that. Like I think Minnesota just lost to Portland twice, and you're like, if you're looking at them, you're like, we're supposed to win this game. And then at the end of the season, you look back, and those kind of are the games that hurt you in a series. If you want a certain matchup, or if you're not trying to be in the play-in, whatever it may be, those types of things hurt you. So whenever you have games that you're theoretically supposed to win, you try to come out there. Obviously, you want to be able to control what you can control, but you want to be able to walk out, with your head held high, and say that you won the game. But obviously, the ball doesn't always roll that way. But you want to be able to win as many of those games as possible.
Hey Fox, quick first one. I don't know if you saw. Did you see Davion Mitchell wearing your shoe?
Yeah. Funny enough, so and this was even before I got the shoe, I told Davion he needs to switch shoes anyways, and start wearing Curry brand. And mainly it was because of like the bottoms. And I'm like, whenever he was playing in like Kobe's and GTs, he was sliding. I'm like, Davion, you play hard and you stop too hard. I'm like, just put the shoes on. I said, just try it. And he never tried it while he was here. And then he played in them once, one of the first games of the year. And then he texted me and he's like, yo, send me everything that you're not wearing. So all right, so Miggy boxes up everything that's like not PEs, and then he started wearing them, and then obviously I got my shoes, so he got a pair of those. But he loves the product, and I like I told y'all before, I'm like, bro, I'm not lying because I signed to the brand. Like there's a reason that I signed to it, and I'm glad he's doing it for sure.
Awesome. Doug Christie has shared with us before, he feels like the ball has energy. He talked about that a lot, and it seemed like even before the shots were falling tonight, the ball was zipping around and moving around a lot. Is it something noticeably different tonight with the ball movement? I know you talked about like the sprays and everything, but what was different about the energy with coming out of the gate with you guys tonight?
Like I said before, I think it's the way that we touch the paint. I think getting 2 feet into the paint and then you spray. Sometimes it might not be that person that takes a shot, but now the defense is in rotation, and it could be swing. Someone else touches the paint, swing, shot. Whenever we're playing, we're not playing to get the assist. If that person has a shot, they take it. If they don't, they move it on, and you keep the defense in constant rotation. And I think that's when you start to get open looks. And I mean, obviously, everybody knows it's much easier to stand there, catch the ball, and shoot than it is to obviously have to run off a screen or have to do it by yourself off the dribble. So if we're able to do that, if we're able to create advantages and then play off of that, I feel like it makes those shots much easier.
DeAaron, Jordan McLaughlin and Trey Lyles, they combined for 24 points tonight. How major was that for them to come off the bench and give you guys that type of production?
I think it was big, and obviously with J-Mac, like not having Malik out there obviously hurts us. And like I said before, we can't expect one person to make up for what he does. And I think that they were both better. They were both very constant and steady tonight, especially on the defensive end. And whenever we were able to get stops, we were able to get out in transition. And like I said before, whenever the ball's touching the paint, obviously Trey beats bigs down the court. He pops a lot for us. J-Max getting downhill. I think they were both huge for us tonight.
DeAaron, obviously over here Friday, in-season tournament game for you guys. What was your experience with that last year? And then any excitement for that this year? Is the atmosphere feel any different for you guys on the court, or is it just another Friday night game?
I mean, I think it's dope just being able to see the court and like see different courts. Like watching them on TV. I'm judging people's courts, so that's pretty cool. But I think the big difference is whenever you're playing a team, and it can be a blowout, it can be a close game, you might be up, but you're playing to the final whistle, and I feel like that's kind of the biggest part that kind of happens. I think even when we were playing in Minnesota last year, I think we were up like 11 or 12 or something like that, and they scored at the end of the game, and it was like 4 seconds left, and we go down and get a layup because you're playing for those point differentials. So It's definitely, I think it's cool. I think I don't have a problem with it at all.
Thanks, everyone.
Who had the best and worst court?
Whose was blue? Who played yesterday?
Sixers.
Sixers.
I was gonna ask you.
I like that one.
You like
I actually like Golden State's, the gray,
Yeah, it's
like
subtle.
gray on gray. That's fire.
You like
Dang,
it?
who else played yesterday? I'm trying to think who else I watched. Orlando played someone.
Boston's green, yeah.
I don't like that.
You like the blue but not the green?
Crazy. Green's my favorite color, but I didn't like that. I didn't like that one.
Milwaukee, Utah, any of them?
Utah, yeah, they played Phoenix last night. I don't even remember Utah, to be honest. But the blue one was definitely the best. That was okay. Who was that? Who was
Sixers,
that?
Philly.
Philly, yeah, that was fire. That was fire. And Golden State was fire. Actually, I'll say Golden State was first.